Everyone thinks Social Security automatically arrives at Christmas, but that just changed. And if you make that mistake now, you could end up without your holiday check. Before I show you the mistake that's delaying thousands of benefits, comment below. At what age are you planning to apply for Social Security? In the next 14 minutes, I'm going to show you what error is holding up December payments, why the Social Security Administration changed the rules without notifying anyone, and what you need to do today to secure your money for Christmas. This comes directly from the Social Security Administration. It's not my opinion, it's not guesswork. These are official data that were just released by the SSA in recent weeks. We're talking about information that can make a real difference in your financial life this month. For decades, everyone believed that all you had to do was apply and wait for the payment to arrive in your account. Fill out the form, wait for approval, receive the money. Simple as that. But this logic depends on a single factor that no one explains to you. And that factor changed completely in 2024. SSA implemented new automatic verification systems that are catching errors that previously went unnoticed. The SSA Social Security Administration announced that over 100,000 beneficiaries experienced delayed payments in November due to a simple error in their documentation. For 100,000 people. That's not a small number. That's 400,000 families who were expecting money and were left without it. And December is repeating this pattern. This completely changes what you thought you knew about receiving your benefit on time. Because of this error, thousands of Americans are running out of money for the holidays. Entire families depend on this check to buy gifts, pay bills, and put food on the Christmas table. We're not talking about luxury. We're talking about basic needs. For many people, the Social Security check is their only source of income for the month. Imagine arriving on December 23rd and the money not being there. To guarantee your payment in December, you need to verify your documentation by December 15th. Most Americans don't know this. The SSA doesn't send email reminders. They don't call you on the phone. You have to log into the system and verify it yourself. I'll show you exactly what to verify, step by step, so you don't run any risk. Let me explain how the SSA system works in December. Every December, the SSA processes 3 things at the same time. First, regular payments to all beneficiaries. Second, co-adjustments that come in January. Third, automatic year-end recalculations. This overloads the entire system. Any error in your documentation will send you to the manual queue, and the manual queue in December takes a long time. The most common error causing payment delays is outdated bank information. It sounds silly, but it's serious. You changed banks, opened a new account, or closed an old one. If you haven't updated this information in the SSA system, the payment will be returned, and a payment returned in December will only be processed again in January. You lose the entire Christmas without any money. The second mistake that's catching a lot of people is an outdated address in the system. The SSA Social Security Administration sends important mail. If you've moved and haven't updated your address, these letters get returned. When a letter is returned, the SSA freezes payments until you update your address. And you don't even know you have a returned letter. You only find out when the money doesn't arrive. Third very serious mistake, not checking your My Social Security account regularly. The SSA posts important notices there, requests for extra documentation, verification alerts, status change notifications. If you don't log into the system to check, you miss these notices. And missing a notice in December means missing payment. Let's consider the first scenario. Maria is 65 years old and applied for Social Security in October of this year. She is expecting her first payment in December. Maria filled everything out correctly and sent all the documents requested by the SSA. However, she didn't check if all the documents had been processed in the system. She assumed everything was correct. As a result, one document remained pending verification. The system blocked her approval. The payment won't be released in December. Maria will spend Christmas without the money she was counting on. She will have to use her credit card to buy food. She will go into debt because of a document she could have verified. Second scenario. John is 67 years old and has been receiving Social Security benefits for 2 years without any problems. Every month the money is deposited into his account without fail. But in November, John changed banks. The old bank was charging high fees, so he found a better credit union. John opened the new account and transferred all the money. But he forgot to update his bank details with the Social Security Administration SSA. On December 2nd, his payment was processed. The SSA sent the money back to the old account. The bank returned the payment. Now John needs to call the SSA, update his details, and wait for reprocessing. This will take at least 30 days. John will spend Christmas and New Year's without money, all because he forgot to update a simple piece of information in the system. Third scenario. Roberto is 70 years old and has been receiving Social Security for 5 years. Roberto is organized. Every month he logs into his My Social Security account and checks if everything is correct. In November, he saw a notice asking for address confirmation. He confirmed it immediately. He also checked if his bank details were correct. They were. He verified that there were no pending documents. There weren't. Roberto did all this on November 10th. His payment will arrive exactly on the scheduled day. No delay whatsoever. No stress whatsoever. While Maria and Joe are desperate, Roberto is calm because he checked everything beforehand. But there's a detail that nitrogen monoxide 1 tells you about December payments, and it could cause you to lose the check completely. December is the month with the most delays of the entire year in the history of the Social Security Administration. It's not a coincidence. It's not bad luck. It's standard. Every year, the same thing happens. The SSA processes millions of extra payments, year-end adjustments, automatic benefit recalculations, value corrections for the following year, preparation for the January COLA. All of this happens at the same time. The system becomes overloaded. If your documentation has a NY error, any inconsistency, any data that the system cannot automatically verify, you go to the end of the queue. And the queue in December can take 45 days or more. You won't receive it in December. Maybe not even in January. It may take until February for your case to be resolved manually. The reality that nobody explains to you is this: SSA doesn't have enough people to process everything manually in December. Employees are overwhelmed. Phone lines are congested. Local offices are packed. If you're relying on resolving issues in December, you're in serious trouble. The only way to guarantee your money is to check everything before December 15th. After that, you run a real risk of delay. Let me give you a concrete example. In December 2023, more than 500,000 beneficiaries experienced payment delays. 500,000 people. The main reason was incomplete documentation or outdated data. The SSA Social Security Administration took until March 2024 to process all the delayed cases. 3 months of waiting. 3 months without money for many people. And 2024 is following the same pattern. The November numbers already show this. Before relaxing and thinking everything is all right, answer these 5 questions carefully. 1. Have you checked your My Social Security account in the last 2 weeks? Did you log in, check for any warnings, and verify that everything is green? 2. Are your bank details up to date in the SSA system? Is the bank you use today the same one registered there? 3. Have you received any letters from the SSA requesting additional documentation in the last 30 days? Sometimes the letter arrives and we put it off. 4. Is your address in the system correct for receiving mail? Have you moved recently? 5. Have you checked for any red alerts on the SSA online portal? These alerts appear on the main screen when you log in. If you answered no to ANY of these questions, your December payment is at real risk. This isn't drama, it's not an exaggeration. It's the reality of how the SSA works in December. Thousands of people lose money every year by not checking these 5 simple points. And the worst part is that fixing it is easy. It takes 15 minutes, but you have to do it before December 15th. After that, The system is already processing payments and you can no longer make changes in time. Let me show you what to do today to secure your money. First step, go to the SSA website. It's ssa.gov. Log into your My Social Security account. If you don't have an account yet, create one today. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Second step, look at the main page. Are there any red or yellow warnings? Are there any notifications asking for your action? If so, click and resolve it immediately. Third step, go to the Personal Information section. Check if your address is correct, if your phone number is up to date, and if your email is correct. Fourth step, go to the Payment section. Verify that your bank details are correct. Bank name, account number, account type. Everything must be exactly as it is in your bank. Fifth step, if you see anything wrong or outdated, correct it today. Don't wait until tomorrow. The system takes 24 hours to process changes. The sooner you do it, the safer you are. If you can't do this online, if you have trouble with computers, ask someone you trust for help. A child, a grandchild, a neighbor, a friend from church. But do it today. Or go to the local SSA office before the 15th. Take photo identification, recent proof of address, and bank information. Ask the employee to check if everything is correct in the system. It's worth losing a morning to. Ensure you won't be without money at Christmas. The pain of not receiving your Social Security check in December is real. I'm not talking about minor hardship. I'm talking about not being able to pay the electricity bill, about not having money for medicine, about feeling ashamed in front of your family for not being able to contribute to the Christmas dinner. This happens to real people every year, and most could have avoided it by checking their documentation in time. To recap what you need to remember and keep in mind. 1. Over 400,000 beneficiaries experienced delays in November due to incomplete documentation. December will be even worse because the system processes many more things at the same time. 2. December is the most critical month of the year for delays in the SSA Social Security system. If you have a problem in December, it could take until March to resolve. 3. You have until December 15th to correct any problems and guarantee your payment. After that, you are at serious risk of spending the holidays without money. Now, tell me, have you checked your My Social Security account this month? Did you log into the system to verify that everything is correct? I want to give you a personalized response regarding your situation. Tell me what your main concern is about your December payment. And if this video helped you avoid a serious problem at Christmas, subscribe to the channel now. Every day I bring you information that can save your retirement and give you the financial security you deserve.